Oh, wait. Oh, is he about to trip?
So, do you plan on watching Madam Web, or you guys subject yourself to that?
I'll watch it. I mean, Sydney Sweeney's in it, and it's kind of fun, like her going on Saturday Night Live and like poking fun at it, and Dakota Johnson like kind of poking fun at the movie too, and making fun of it. And uh, I mean, it's I watched her other Sony films. It can't be much worse or much better than the rest of them. So I'll watch it.
I don't know. I think the two Venom movies and Morbius are legit better movies than this. There's a dip in quality, but to me, it's like a weird case study because it's just such a bizarre movie.
That's kind of like what I hear from everybody. Everybody's like, it's just like they're like, it's not like the most awful thing ever.
No, it's
It's
really
not
not.
really good. They're like, it's just weird.
Like, I want to know how long this script was sitting in a drawer somewhere. The Patriot Act is a pivotal turning point in the movie.
Ah,
They have a lot to say about the surveillance state.
it's like I feel like Sony, like besides the Spider Verse movies, they're like still very stuck in the early 2000s way of making their movies, superhero movies. I don't know if it's like AV Irad that's with them or what, but like there's some disconnect there. Or maybe it's just like the niche they're going for. They're like, oh, we're gonna make these crappy 2000s movies, and y'all are gonna make memes and make fun of it and watch it only
Yeah.
because of that. And
It kind of worked with the two Venom movies.
it did, and I mean, it kind of slightly worked for Morbius. Everybody did the
Yeah.
"It's Morbid" memes, and then they re the movie in theaters because the memes became so popular. And I think it like failed at the box office the second time, so everybody's like, "You don't get." But honestly, as much as I don't really like Morbius or Jared Leto, the movie's not horrible.
No, it's really not. The dude
It's like
from
a kind of decent comic book
yeah.
film. It's probably as good as a movie you'd ever get about Morbius would be.
I mean, I don't know how much better you can do with a Morbius movie that's not like, I don't know, NC-17 and there's no Spider-Man or Blade. Like, I don't know what else you're gonna do with it.
Yeah, it's just kind of like it's the best possible scenario they would have made if they were doing that. And did I feel it was like necessary to be made? Like not really, but it's there. So I mean, it's not the worst thing I've seen. I think I like it more than the Venom movies,
Okay, okay.
which also I liked Venom 2 more than Venom 1.
It's more memorable.
I think it was like they leaned more into the dumb fun of it.
Oh, yeah.
So
I mean, you got Woody Harrelson's Carnage. I'm pretty happy.
you throw Weird Harrelson movie, I'm gonna watch it regardless.
Exactly. I mean, like it's almost a spiritual sequel to oh god, what's the 90s movie where he's basically Cletus Cassidy?
Oh,
Born Killers.
yeah, Natural Born
It's
Killer.
kind of like Natural Born
Yeah.
Killers. Oh, but last thing on Madam Web. So how do you feel about Ezekiel as a character?
I mean, in the comics, he's always kind of been whatever to me.
Okay.
Like I don't like he's just kind of been there. Like I don't love him or hate him. Like I feel indifferent towards him.
Okay, then this won't bother you any. Uh
Um, I do like the pictures of the look I've seen that he has in the movie.
it's not a bad like slasher superhero look.
Yeah, like it reminds me of like a low budget horror Spider-Man, like kind of like if Spider-Man went public domain, and then they were like, "Oh, we're gonna make this Spider-Man horror movie," and that's what they did with it, like they've done with Winnie the Pooh and everything else. So like that's what it kind of reminds me of. So I'm just like I kind of dig it for what it is, and I
Mhm.
don't know,
I don't know.
I, but
I don't know. That's like my favorite last run of Spider-Man. So I love Ezekiel. I even like Morlun and all that. And so like Ezekiel in this movie is so weird. The first like 10 minutes is like straight out of the comics. He even says lines straight from the comics, just he's not talking to Spider-Man, which is weird. And then he's just like generic, bland, two-dimensional. It's just
Like I do like the Ezekiel issues, but like I don't know, I guess him as a character, I've just always been like if he don't like if Ezekiel's in an issue, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go buy that because he's in it. Or it's
That's
like I'm not gonna avoid that because he's in it. But if it's something I'm already reading,
mhm.
I think that's kind of how I view him as a character.
Okay, so this won't offend you any. And I don't guess you're gonna mind the dude from Parks and Rec as Uncle Ben and any of that weirdness.
Yeah, like and he's enough to make me want to watch the movie.
Oh, and the tone of this movie is so weird. Like it ends with her basically joking about Peter Parker's gonna be an orphan.
Interesting.
Yeah, 'cause she's all like, uh, he's saying like, "Oh, the best part of being an uncle is like it's like being a dad, except for all the bad parts." And she's all like, "Oh, that's what you think."
Well, like isn't like she sees the future, so I guess she probably knows.
Yeah, I presume.
Huh.
Yeah, the tone of the movie's bizarre. So you're stoked for Dune?
I'm very excited for Dune. I've heard a lot of good things. Um, like I heard it's like a cinematic masterpiece,
Okay.
which I really like. Dennis Villeneuve. I don't know how to say his name. Villeneuve. I'm butchering his name,
I've never said it out loud. I've only read it.
but like I love Sicario. I love Blade Runner 2049. I love Arrival. Um,
Yeah, Rival's really good.
yeah, and then he always uses Roger Deakins as to do cinematography, and that dude like it's every scene of a movie he does like looks amazing. So I'm in.
Okay. So what's the plan for Dune? It's gonna be a trilogy, or are they gonna like just pump these out like they do the books? It's just what, like 20 books or something?
Yeah, there's like 20 books, but only like
Yeah,
five
only
of
have
them,
3 or 4 good, right?
three like really matter, and then like two more semi matter after. Um, from what I understand, he's wanting to do like a trilogy.
Okay.
Uh, I mean, if they do good, he may
Yeah,
want to do more. If it don't do good, like they'll probably stop at 30.
yeah.
And this one seems to be doing all right. I know the first one didn't do great box office wise.
That was pandemic, I think.
And
That right as pandemic was wrapping up.
yeah, but I mean, even his Blade Runner movie like flopped at the box office, but it was like such
Yeah,
a good. Which I mean, I think the original Blade Runner did too. So,
that's also
so
true. Yeah, it was not impressive at the box office.
yeah, sci-fi is like one of those weird genres where it's like
Yeah,
if it don't really hit hard, it's probably not going to do great, but you'll have a cult status later.
yeah. Actually, I guess this is what I meant with the Dune movies. Are these first two like one-to-one translations of the books, or are they like pulling from the whole franchise?
They are pretty close to the books, probably as
Oh,
close as I would ever get.
interesting. Okay.
He's pretty faithful. Like I mean, he does have to make changes and stuff, but I mean, he's pretty faithful with
Interesting.
what like you can tell he's a big fan. But apparently, like when he was a teenager, like I read an interview with him where like he said like him and his best friend like would like they drew storyboards for Dune movies when they were like kids.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like, did for fun because like neither one of them knew how to make movies or like had the money to try
Yeah.
to make movies like high school, so they just drew out storyboards for what their Dune movies would be.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So,
so like he's a massive fan. So
okay.
I mean, I'm really excited for it. I've heard a lot of good things. So like I heard it takes everything from the first movie and makes it better, and I love the first movie. So
Okay, well, we can talk about, Deadpool and stuff when it's closer to, actually being out. So what's either right over the horizon, or is there anything you've gotten around to watching lately that you had to put off?
um not really. Coming up on the horizon, the only big thing I can think of is new Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's not too far off.
Yeah, I think the world premieres in a week, maybe, or no, I think maybe this Friday. So we got it. I like Ghostbusters. From the trailers, it has a real Ghostbusters kind of vibe to it from the cartoon. So I mean, I'll watch it. I like the other Ghostbusters movies. I even like the all-female one. So
Really? Okay.
yeah, I love that movie. I saw it in theaters twice. Kate is awesome in it.
Okay, I do like her. I don't know. I miss Ghostbusters. My parents didn't like it, so I didn't grow up with it.
No, I was actually we've been rewatching them the past few days, like to get ready for the new one, and
Okay.
I'm really excited for that. Really, I was trying to think of anything else. X-Men '97 hits this month.
That's not far off. That's like 20 something.
Yeah, I know it's this month, so that's gonna be big. Um, I really think that's all the big stuff that's gonna come out. Movie and TV.
You're a little played out on Star Wars, right? You're not really following the Bad Batch.
No, I don't know. Star Wars. I'm in a weird place with Star Wars right now. Like
Okay.
it's like I changed that Facebook status to it's complicated with Star Wars.
Nice, nice.
That's what I'm living with. Um,
And same thing with Marvel. You didn't care about Echo, right? And did you finish What If?
no, I'm
Uh,
trying to. I felt overloaded with Marvel, so I'm
yeah,
taking a small break until besides X-Men '97, 'cause that's not MCU, but I'm trying to take a
yeah,
small MCU break until Deadpool.
that's probably
Um,
for the best.
because like I do want to be excited for that movie. So I feel like if I'm not constantly like trying to soak that content in, I'll have a chance to enjoy it more. And like even with Star Wars, like if I don't watch it, I'm like when I watch it when I'm ready to, like I take my break, watch it like I watched Andor super late. But when I
Okay.
watched like obsessed hooked.
Oh
Like I
yeah.
was like, this is probably the best Star Wars thing that's ever been made. Like so I just gotta kind of watch them at my own pace.
Uh, yeah, that's a good strategy because for Echo, unless you're a Daredevil or Kingpin completionist, it's pretty skippable. I
Yeah,
thought What If was genuinely good. I genuinely liked What If.
worth watching. I think I was like, hey, first three episodes are good. And then I quit watching it and you watched them all.
Okay. Okay. So anything you've watched or anything you've gotten around to or rewatched the past couple weeks that stuck out in your mind?
Um, like I said, I've been rewatching Ghostbusters. Just like how fun the first two movies are. Like Bill Murray, like everybody, they're just like on point. It's been a lot of fun. I've been watching Rise of the TMNT with the kid.
Okay, fun.
It's I think it's a slept on TMNT show that like a lot of Turtle fans didn't give a chance when they should have.
Yeah.
Um, They did just release the image to Tron Ares, the first image,
Okay.
and Tron Legacy is one of my favorite movies. So like I'm probably about to rewatch that just to keep getting excited for that. And if they make toys for that, I will buy every toy they make.
Yeah,
Other than that, I've been watching a lot of Simpsons.
okay, can't go wrong with that.
No, it's just kind of my background show that I can pop in and out of, and
Yeah.
that's kind of how my watching's been lately. But just been busy with everything.
Okay. Do you give a crap about the Purge movies?
I'm pretty sure I have seen them all and like them.
I finally watched the last one, The Forever Purge. That was so good. I was not expecting that to be so good.
Like I like the Purge movies, and then they brought in Frank Grillo at some point, and I
Yeah.
was like, "This is really cool." I think it's a fun franchise. Um, when you said that, something else hard. Oh yeah, they're making like a Strangers TV series, I think, or a new movie or something
I
with
think
a
it's
stranger.
wait, is it? You're right. Is it a new movie or is it a mini series? That's
Yeah, I'm
either
trying to
way,
remember.
that's weird. I don't. It's a fine movie. I don't really get it as a franchise.
Did you watch the second one?
I did watch the second one.
I love the second one.
Second one's really good. That's a
It's
fun
like
movie.
it reminds me of like an '80s cheesy
Yeah.
slash. and I'm just like, I'm all in for this. Like, it's so much fun. And like the first one is okay. Like, I felt like it was better at the time it came out, but hasn't aged as well.
Yeah.
But that's actually great. I loved it.
Okay, speaking of slashers, you gotta. I don't know if you need to watch it now or you just need to wait till next November. You gotta watch Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's awesome.
So I added that to my Netflix list 2 days ago.
Okay.
So it is on my list to watch, and I'm not gonna wait till November to watch it. Like I like Eli Roth, and is it Eli Roth that did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Eli Roth, so I'll watch it.
Okay. It's genuinely good. That's the best slasher movie I've seen in God, I don't know, 10 years.
Esque.
Pardon?
Is it very like torture porn esque?
No, it's just no, it's just like a fun 80s slasher. It's not very torture heavy.
Okay, because I know like he does do that a lot.
No, it's not like Green Inferno or Hostel or anything.
I loved Green Inferno. I saw that in theaters.
Yes, that's a legit good movie.
Yeah, it was like so ridiculously good. I love that movie.
But no, Thanksgiving's great. It's really funny. The opening scene is like basically that South Park parody of what Black Friday used to be like.
Okay, awesome.
And there's like some very random like hardcore references. There's a random Misfits clip.
Nice. But yeah, it is on my list to watch. I'm really excited to see that. That's probably one of the movies I'm most looking forward to just kind of sitting down, relaxing, and watching.
Awesome.
Relaxing of a movie. A slasher is, but to me, they're relaxing, fun movies.
Okay, anything else we need to touch base on?
So we talked about what we read,
Yeah.
new leaf, bought. I think that's about it for real.
Okay, so I guess let's end with this then. So New Leaf, nothing is firmly in the books until June. How about just local shows in general? Anything on the horizon you're looking forward to?
There's gonna be a good atomic show this month, I believe. It's this month. We're in,
Yes. That's a pretty good lineup.
yeah, yeah, we are in March now. My days are so messed up.
I
So
agree.
yeah, uh, at Atomic Johnny's, there's a good show. Austin has booked. Um, really, that's all I can think of though. Even local music wise, is I think he kind of has a monthly thing going at Atomic. So
Yeah, it's
gotta
been
keep up.
pretty solid. Yeah, so I've been dealing with car issues. I didn't even like plan on going into anything until I get that sorted out. But I can't remember, were you ever a Maylene fan?
I love Maylene.
Okay, they're doing their first like real tour in God, I don't know, like 7 years. So I'm looking forward to seeing them with the Masquerade in May. I think it's early May.
Ooh, I may have to go to that.
You can stop in Milledgeville if you don't got to drive the whole way back.
Yeah. We got Dragon Cons in May too, isn't it?
No, Dragon Con. You're thinking of that little con I sent you the link to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Con.
That's in Augusta, Georgia. That's more so just like a toy con.
Yeah.
That's early June.
I think MomoCon's in May as well.
Okay, that sounds right.
I think it's on Day weekend.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
yeah, I do plan on hitting a few cons up this year. I would really like to do some like toy hunts at them.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I did see at the local collectible shop Wolf Den, I did see he had some like Hatchet figures. Did you ever watch those movies?
I miss those somehow. I don't know how people love those. I've literally never seen them.
You should check them out. They're really fun. They take place in New Orleans, and
Okay.
it's the guy. I can't think of his name right now. The guy that did it also did like a. So he kind of had like a sitcom on like one of the horror channels for a while, but it's like about like him and his friends being obsessed with horror, and then like they had members of Gore, like the lead singer of Gore was like his very friend in it.
What? Oh, that's wild. I did
Yeah,
not know
and
that.
show, but it's like a sitcom, but it's like all it deals with is like metal, punk, and horror stuff.
Okay, I gotta look into that.
So, like if all of us were like hanging out.
That's great.
So, but yeah, it's really cool. The guy's name is like escaping me. Like I can't even think of his podcast, The Movie Crypt, that he does.
I'll run it across the screen when I'm editing this.
Yeah, I'll send you him because he has that movie Frozen. That's really good. The not Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's very good.
Yeah, it's that same.
I guess last thing on horror. So I guess I've only seen you once since I went to that last horror con. You talk about Hatchet reminded me. At cons, Hatchet is huge. That's like the biggest horror movie ever at these horror cons.
Yeah.
We were talked about Terrifier. That thing is gigantic at cons. That moves so much merch.
I have noticed recently, like even like scouring Twitter X, whatever you call it, like Terrifier
I'm
has
never
like
calling it X.
it's crazy how much it's been talked about.
Like
I
I
even
think
see,
it's pretty good, but like I don't get this like up to 11 fanfare.
yeah, like I watched the first one and I liked it, but like I didn't jump into the obsession with it. I guess that some people have, but also like I have that trick or treat obsession, and
Mhm.
so I mean, I guess everybody kind of has their own thing they latch onto, but like it's cool. Like
Yeah, no, like I'm glad people like it. I'm just mystified that like this is a t-shirt and action figure like staple now.
oh, like I've been seeing pictures of like coffee cups and everything of the clowns. Like it's like legit. Like today was like scrolling through and like coffee cups of them and everything. Like, and I'm like, I did not know he's big enough to be like on coffee cups.
That
Like,
is that is wild.